Well, we have a new location. I guess the guy, somebody, maybe it was a lawn care guy, saw Raccoon climbing up the side of the building. And first thing I want to do whenever I'm working a new job is I want to know how they're getting in. So I'll walk the outside, and when you see stuff like that, there you go. But it's still not proof until you come up here, and looky there. We have, how in the world do they climb straight up that? So they climb up the fence till they get here, and then they just walk straight up aluminum siding till they get in and get in. So then the next thing I gotta figure out is how I plan on trapping them. Let's see, any feces. Ugh. Perfect habitat. I keep waiting for one to run out at me. Hi guys, what's going on? I got 2 new raccoon jobs, and I thought I'd show you what I use for bait. So the bait I use to trap raccoons, there's nothing better than sardines, but it needs to be in oil, so you can use a trailing set. I always keep a stockpile of those. Problem is, if there's cats, which in this job there's about 30 stray cats running around that they feed, which is part of the problem. You cannot use sardines. In that case, we use peanut butter. We take a piece of cardboard, plastic spoon, we dip it out on the cardboard. Then we put strawberry syrup on it. Buy the cheap stuff. You don't need to buy the expensive stuff. And my go-to bait when there's raccoon job, when there's cats running around, is Fruit Loops. But make sure you get the kind with marshmallows. They absolutely love this. This is also one of my go-to baits for groundhogs. If you've got, using fruit is great, but the flies, and then the fruit dries out and it's a mess, and the flies, and it starts to stink rather. Fruit Loops, best stuff going, gives eye appeal, has the marshmallows. You use this on the outside to get them into the cage so they can find it. So this is what I use for raccoons when there's a lot of cats around, and it's never ever failed me. It's simple. If it's a skunk job, Fruit Loops works with skunks, but what skunks love more than anything is Cheetos. So for one of those calls and you got to run real quick, I always keep a bag of Cheetos, crunchy Cheetos around. Another trick that I'm doing right now is I take a stick of licorice and I put one towards the pan in the cage and then one at the entrance of the cage, the black licorice, and that helps keep the cats away because the cats don't like the smell of the anise that's in the licorice. And that's in the other room. I didn't have to buy it. I just went to Kroger's, got this to restockpile. So, and Fritos always work good too. So that's what I use for raccoons. Just go to Kroger's. There you go. Cats don't really like any of this but sardines. If I was using DPs out in the woods, I'd be using peanut butter on marshmallows, and darn it, I forgot to get marshmallows at Kroger's. That was on the list. I'll put marshmallows with peanut butter on the marshmallow under the dog of the DP, and then I will fill it with fish-flavored, seafood-flavored cat food, and throw some strawberry syrup on it, and they can't resist that. So this is what I use. I have yet to not catch a target raccoon.